Okay guys, the second video that I'm doing here is going to be over solving systems by graphing them. So this was part of the day 2 of the week 1 assignments. And so I'm just going to do a couple examples just to refresh our memories. We should be okay on graphing, guys. We've done this for a long time. So this is just a matter of graphing both of the equations and seeing if they cross. Remember, we can have 3 types of solutions. We can have one solution, which means that the 2 lines are going to intersect in one spot. And the answer will look like an ordered pair. So wherever the point is on the graph that they cross, that is your solution. You can have no solution. So that means that the 2 lines were parallel, meaning that they have the same slope. You write your answer with the empty set, or you could just say no solution, whatever you prefer. And then we can also have an infinite solution. So that means that whenever you went to graph, they ended up being the same line. And again, you can use the infinity symbol, you can use the all real numbers, or you can spell out infinite or infinity, whatever you want. So with these 2 examples, let's go ahead and look at the first one. You have to make sure that before you start to graph that both of the equations are in y equals mx plus b. Because I need to know what the y-intercept is, so I can plot it on the y-axis first. And then I need to know what my slope is. And remember, slope tells me rise over run. So how far up I go up or down, and how far I go left or right, depending on whether the number is negative or positive. So with number 1, first equation is y equals 1/3 x plus 3. That is already in y equals mx plus b, so it's good to go. So y-intercept is going to be positive 3. So we're going to go to the y-axis and put a point on positive 3. And then we're going to do a slope of 1/3. So that means we're going to go up 1 to the right 3. So up 1, right 3. And then you can also go down 1, left 3, if you want to get a point on the other side. You can always do the opposite, and then make sure that you connect your points. Second equation, y equals 1/3 x minus 1. That one is also in y equals mx plus b, so I can go ahead and graph. Y-intercept is -1, so we're going to go down to the -1, and we're going to put a point. And then once again, we're going to do a slope of 1/3. So that means, again, we're going to go up 1 to the right 3. On this one, I can do it again. Up 1 to the right 3. If you want to go down, you can. But we should be able to tell just from this. My graph's not perfect. But because these 2 lines have the same slope, these are never going to intersect. They are parallel lines. So that means your answer is no solution. They will never cross. For the second one, let's go ahead and do the same thing. So the first equation, y equals x minus 1. That one is in slope-intercept form, so we can go ahead and start graphing. So y-intercept is -1. So we go down to the -1, put a point. And then slope is going to be a 1. So that means we go up 1, right 1. We do a slope of 1/1. So from the y-intercept, we're going to go up 1, right 1. Up 1, right 1. Up 1, right 1. Up 1, right 1. Let me make sure this is looking right. Up, actually, hold on. Let me fix this just a little bit. I know it's kind of hard to do when you don't have graph paper. So up 1, right, up, right, up, right, up, right. We'll do one more. Up, right. And then I'll go ahead and make my line. Remember, with the ones that are going to intersect, try to make as many points as you can. That way you can tell exactly where they're going to cross. Your graph has to be as accurate as you can make it. Okay, with the second equation, x plus 4y equals 16. This one is not in slope-intercept form, so we're going to have to fix it first. So that means we have to get the y by itself. So I'm going to put a 1 in front of that x, and I need to move the 1x over to the other side. I'm going to do that by subtracting it. So we're going to have 4y equals negative 1x plus 16. Remember, we can't put those two things together, we just rearrange it. Put the x first and then drop down your constant. Now I can divide everything by 4 to get the y by itself. And then we just simplify. So negative 1 over 4, that doesn't reduce. I'm going to leave it be because that's my slope. And then 16 over 4 is going to simplify to 4. This is what I'm going to graph now. So y-intercept is positive 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, put a point. And then my slope is negative 1 over 4. So that means down 1 to the right 4. So down 1 to the right 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's where they're crossing right there. Those points are the same. And it looks like that point, if my graph is right, should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And that is where the two lines are intersecting. So your answer is 4, 3. And that's it. And also remember, you can also have an infinite solution. So if we had one where you graphed it and they ended up being identical, then you would say that the solution is infinitely many. But I think you should be able to figure that out on your own. So hopefully these two examples help you, and please let me know if you need any further guidance or any questions on this. See you guys later.